Well, hello there. It's Audrey from Odds and Ends, and welcome back to another edition of hashtag Go Ask Alice JJ. And I am Audrey, and let me show you what I've made so far and what my thoughts are for going forward. Okay, here's my book, and right now it's very gator mouth because I spent hours yesterday putting in the papers I had planned to add to this. Now, this does not include any of the stickers, ribbons, ephemera. This is just paper, and it's not in its formal format or anything. Some of it I'll be fussy cutting out. Some of it I will be adding more paper, but in general, this is where the bulk of my things are going. I can't tell. I started filming this already, and then I got distracted, and hang on one second. I had to stop and start over. So, there's the cover, not changing anything. It's going to stay the same. I have been hoarding this piece of scrapbook paper, for over 20 years. It's super soft. And I knew because it was a chessboard that I was going to use it in a future Alice video. Well, yes, that too. I didn't know at the time that I was going to be doing videos, but an Alice book. And I cut it along the chest piece, and I made it a corner pocket, and it is a pocket. And and it will fit. Anyway, you get the idea. And I colored the images with oil pastels. And let me show you the back half so you can see what it looks like uncut colored. I did the other corner. It's also a pocket, and this is without any additional color. And I don't know for this, I'm not going to use oil pastels again. Not that I don't like it. I just don't need two of the same layout. So I will be adding either paint, marker, pencil. I'm not quite sure yet, but it will be a different medium and different color scheme. I mean, similar because it already has color on it. But, yeah. So there's the cover, inside and outside. I have already shown you these. I added another strip of paper here, and I added 2 lines of purple glitter pen, and my pen exploded everywhere yesterday. And at first I thought it was only here, but it back sprayed and got all over this page. I'm like, okay, am I covering it up, or am I going to make it part of the picture? And I decided that I was going to make it part of the picture. If it didn't turn out, then I could always cover it up. So I got my little ink dauber blender tool out, and I added blue and lilac and purple, and I made it like a dream sequence. And then I got some water, and I flicked on it and made the little water droplets on it. And yes, you can see where the purple glitter pen marks are, but that's okay. It doesn't look bad. The little scratch marks kind of just look like the author's drawing. And I'm good with that. On this page, I added washi tape. It is Knight's washi tape, and you can see the swords and the faces and some of this, the patterns. He matches him. And then I outlined all the hearts and the diamonds in here with gold glitter pen, just so it adds some shine. And I think that's done. Only thing I added to this page was I added a little pinkish red rose there just to finish off the page. It looked like it was missing something. This page is fully new. This is part of the Stamperia paper pad collection. I cut some of that up. I fussy cut this rabbit out, added some ephemera there, and then with the glossy accents, I glossied all the watches. So they add shine and some dimension. And this is a pocket. And I have some Deck the Year cards that are going in there, but you cannot see those until Thursday. Next page I have is the Alice illustration that shows her trying to open the door, but she realizes she is too big. She's too big in both these versions. I thought it would be cute to represent the different sizes of Alice's and her keep attempting to go through this itty bitty teeny door. So I added a second version of her, and then I cut this piece out to copy the curtain detail. And of course, she always says curiouser and curiouser. And I add a little flower just to add a little touch of red. I'm very proud of this one. It's one of the images I had found. And yes, it's a modern AI version of Alice. And she's all tatted up and has her Converse on. And she's in a psychedelic dream sequence. And she is drinking something that she should not have. And she's imagining all different things. And I printed out 2 of them. I backed the top one with some heavy cardstock. Then I fussy cut it out. There are some foam, the thick foam tape underneath it, so she pops off the page. I outlined her in that blue. So she kind of is glowing off the page. I cut some cool psychedelic holographic paper on the top and the bottom just to frame it out, and added the classic Drink Me. Now there are going to be several Drink Me's in here because this book is about dreams, flashbacks, future dreams, past dreams. And I'm sure if this happened to any of us, we would continually dream about this. And it would be different versions depending on where you are in your lifespan. So we have some innocent versions of this, like the dream of how it really happened. And then we're going to have some older version of what would happen now. And so this is going to be future dream. Okay. Here's the illustration in the book. I just added some Wink of Stella on the Drink Me pad there. But then I fussy cut this pretty one out of some paper. I did ink up the edges, added some Wink of Stella to the key. I cut out the word Wonderland and inked that in that same blue. Just made a scene out of some of these pet stickers. There's transparent stickers for the most part. This one isn't, but the rest are, and you can see the words through it. We've got the floor. It says, "Would you please tell me which way I ought to go from here?" And this is where she's wandering in the house, trying to figure out how to get out of this house. Oh, and obviously I need to glue that down because that sticker is not sticking. And then, this is probably my least favorite illustration of any of them in the book. And I thought about covering up, but, and actually, I have, let's see if I can find it. I have these little cutouts here. I think I have the same version. Yep. And I think I am going to ink her and add her somewhere. Yeah, I'll add her somewhere in here. But I need to edge her so she pops out and doesn't blend. This is a pocket. And perhaps I'll make some playing cards or something to go in here. And I wink a Stella the Drink Me bottle. And I like how that turned out. Even though I think that she's very ugly there. Okay. I'm just going to flip through and show you some of the artwork papers that I have to go in some of these pages. Oops. Sometimes, because the papers are so, this book is so thin that when I paper clip with a giant paper clip, I catch more than one page together. Okay. I've showed you that already. And this is one of the more ugly, scary caterpillars of all the artwork I've seen, but he's not a very good-looking caterpillar anyway, so I decided that even though I don't like him, I was going to keep him anyway. And I do have some small ephemera with the piggy on it, so I didn't add paper on there yet. This is the Stamperia version of this, and I like this better. So I'm going to cover that up. And I like this version of the cat better than the boring tabby version. That's a Johnny Depp AI art. Let's see. And that is all I'm going to show you. Obviously, there is more in here, but we would be here all day. And I think you guys can wait until I have some more pages made. And thank you for watching. This is a fun journal. I'm not stressed about it. I do it at my pace. And obviously, since I work most of the days, that I'm going to be working on it on the weekends. So Saturday I work on Wednesday's video, and Sunday I work on Friday's video. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you later. Bye.